So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing Ninjago episode 86, Iron and Stone. Now let me get this out of the way. This is definitely better than the previous Hunted episode, however, it's still not perfect. I do like many of the story elements presented in this episode though, so let's discuss the good and the bad. This episode has a pretty strong beginning, and I really like the voice acting for a lot of the dragon hunters. In my opinion, this episode succeeds in something that the last episode did not, and that's presenting a stronger story in the Oni and the Dragon realm rather than the Ninjago resistance storyline. And that's definitely a good thing, since we're being introduced to these interesting, yet mysterious dragon hunter characters in this episode. But it's a shame that we didn't get to find out a little bit more. We do know that they're not Oni and think the ninja are, which is definitely a twist I didn't see coming, and it adds this element of mystery for the viewers because we realize we're truly clueless and don't know a thing about how the Oni look or sound like, and it builds up anticipation, which is definitely some good storytelling. I personally love the little undercover operation Young Woo and Cole went through. It was actually pretty interesting and entertaining to see them try to fit in with the rest of the dragon hunters, only to find out that there's an actual Dangerpuff clan. I was also fond of the scene with all the elemental masters, however I felt like the Ninjago story elements were weaker in this episode while the Oni and the dragon story elements were way stronger in this episode. I guess that makes sense though, because it'll probably just be a tennis match between the two stories as they hit the ball to each other back and forth, passing on stronger story elements as they go along, with no episode having both story arcs equivalent. Although there is one scene that completely makes this episode, and that's the death of Mr. E. It definitely strengthens Garmadon's character and makes him an even better villain. However, at the same time, you can't hide the fact that he had poor character usage last season, and one little event shouldn't be able to cover that up. However, I'm judging the episode based on what occurs throughout the duration of this episode, not what came before it, and I really do appreciate the direction that they're taking with Garmadon's character. There were also little hints of character development with Miss Stalk, which I was particularly fond of, but as I said, there were only little hints, and I kind of wish they expanded on them here, but I just hope they're not forgotten in future episodes. The Dragon Pit scene is also pretty good, and it's entertaining all the way through, especially with the insanity of Jay showing through. I love the dragon battle with Slab the Earth Dragon, and Chutoy is a phenomenal character. It was pretty funny to see this lunatic running around with his little bell ringing it, and it was really good comedy relief. The soundtrack used during the dragon battle is actually great, and this dragon battle is the one that I wish the last episode had. If they had introduced dragons in the way they had introduced Slab in this episode, I would have had a better overall liking of Season 9. Additionally, the ending scene does a good job to end off the episode well, with a little cliffhanger that I personally didn't even see coming. Overall, this episode is of course a step up from its predecessor, but with that being said, I couldn't help but feel like something was off. I don't particularly know if it's with the Ninjago resistance storyline, but it really feels like it was pretty boring apart from that one amazing Garmadon scene, and I feel like if they had just focused this episode entirely on the Dragon Pit fight and the story that's taking place with the original ninja, it would have been a much better and well-rounded episode. So what rating does this episode get? I feel like it deserves a 7 out of 10, and my reason for that is just how it has a very clear pacing issue with the writers trying to mesh two stories from two different worlds into one episode, but one story may be more exciting than the other, causing brief moments of boredom while viewing this episode. So for that reason, Ninjago episode 86, Iron and Stone, receives a 7 out of 10. That pretty much concludes today's review. If you guys enjoyed today's video, then please leave a like and subscribe for more LEGO Ninjago videos come guys each and every day, and of course leave a comment down below if you guys agree with my rating, and if you guys don't, then of course please tell me why you disagree, and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any more of my Ninjago videos, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.